Let me pop up my little script. So this is also going to be going up on a few podcast things. I'm pretty sure I'm going to do a podcast, or like a pseudo podcast, since I just talk about games all day. Might as well. So that's why, if you're watching this on YouTube, that's why I'm stupid. It's absolutely. So this is Maneater. Maneater is a game developed by Tripwire, the people who gave you Killing Floor 2, a little fun co-op shooter that went like... I actually played a lot of Killing Floor 2. That's not the point of this game, or this topic. Going on a little tangent. But it's virtually a game where you play as like a shark killing people, which there is an app of... I remember I played an app of... What's the shark game on the phone, bro? Like, you just eat people and you rank up. Hungry Shark. Gonna be a more generic name. Hungry Shark. It's exactly like Hungry Shark, except for, like, obviously in a bigger budget setting. We always start off with optimization and polish, how well the game ran, any issues I ran into. So let's start off with optimization and polish. I'm also going to be changing how I do reviews. Normally I give a number for each one of these. I think I'm still going to do that, but ultimately I might bring the score up at the end, or I might bring it down. I might round it up. I might round it down. A lot of games also have microtransactions that usually affect scores negatively. I do not believe this game has microtransactions, at least not yet. But at the end, the numbers may not add up to it. I may round it up, which is what I did for this game. So optimization and polish, I gave a 6 out of 10. While playing through this game, I found I had a few bugs and one total crash. The bugs were where I would hunt an animal, mainly in the first area, and it was alligators, and they would like disappear. Like, and whenever I would ping, I would see them flying around, and then I had to like go away, come back. And then it happened again, and it was because I was eating them so fast, they would just get launched into the fucking air. And I would have to, and so that was kind of like an issue. And I noticed when I went on the subreddit, if anyone else was having this issue, of course, other people were having this issue. And like locations would just pop up somewhere else, mainly for the animal hunting. So yeah, you would have to kill an animal as an objective, and they would just be launched into the fucking stratosphere. It was just fucking ridiculous. Also, this game doesn't have a lot of PC options, where optimization would probably come into play, and one crash seems to be my one crash seems to be a heavily issue online as well. And I had those few bugs, so it gets a 6. But other than that, I had like a stable frame rate, and no other bugs I could think of, no texture issues. I played max 1080p. And other than that, the game ran decently. Like, no other complaints other than that, but could be better. Gameplay is this game's greatness, I guess. It gets an 8 out of 10. I gave it an 8 out of 10. It's just plain fun, man. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's just plain fun. It really reminds me of playing Jaws Unleashed when I was a kid, but this just hits more check marks than Jaws Unleashed. I really loved Jaws Unleashed as a kid, and when I looked at the reviews of Jaws Unleashed now, they seemed so bad, not worth. Like, the reviews that game got, I'm like, 3? Come on, dude. That game's not a 3. No shot. Like, not even a little bit. But maybe, my rose-tinted goggles of greatness are on. I do have some gripes about how fun it was, though. The missions are super tedious. And, but it kind of makes sense. You're a shark, right? What is a shark supposed to do? Eat, fuck, kill. Like, that's it. Like, that's literally it. Another gripe, the bosses were super easy. Overall, this game was just really fucking easy. It wasn't hard at all. The most fun I had was when I was level 6. And like, I was just eating humans and ranking up. I was ranking up my infamy and my shark until I died, pretty much, until I got to like the 8th dude. Like, there's like 10 human bosses, like infamy bosses. You have 10 infamy ranks, and each one is level 1 is a boss, 2, 3. They keep getting harder. They keep getting harder in like quotation marks, harder. That's literally the most fun I had. Like, absolutely. And it was just fun just eating and outplaying the dudes on the boats and eating the divers. Just crazy fun. Each area is unique in a way. I mean, obviously you're swimming as a shark. How unique can you be? You're swimming around. Has to be water, right? You got the bayou, and it was super compact and dirty. You just kind of really got turtles and alligators and shit, but it was really dirty. And as you continue to move on, then you get like the next area, which is like a radiation area. I totally forgot what it was called. It was like trash poured in it and shit, and the fish is all mutated. And then you get to the more cleaner waters where the rich people are. I thought that, you got to add that they're rich because the narrator says they're rich. And then you get out to the sea, and each area just adds more animals to kill, not different missions. All the missions are the same. Kill 10 seals, kill 10 humans, kill these animals, kill this boss, eat the license plate, find this location, this like Stonehenge or SpongeBob SquarePants. Like they're like little locations. I forgot what they're all, area markers. I don't really know how to describe, like, I'm trying to figure out the words to describe how easy this game is. It's just super easy. I did everything in 9.9 hours of in-game time according to the game. According to Steam, not the game. The game said I did it, I believe, earlier. And I was level 30 before you could even rank up to level 30. Like, I was level 30 and the game was telling me to progress in the story to rank up my shark. So the shark ranking goes, it's like infant, teen, adult, elder, and mega. And when I was an adult, I was already level 30 and I had to like continue the story. I was collecting all the shit, I was doing all the bosses and shit, and that's why I was like level 30 before everything. And so when it came time to rank up, I skipped elder completely and went straight to mega. It was ridiculous. And then when I progress farther in the story, like there's very few upgrades for your shark. You get electricity, bone, shadow, and then like some minor perk upgrades. It's just so small. And you also have like, in order to rank up, you got these materials, protein, fat, minerals, and mutagen. That just seems like too much for how little upgrades, how little levels there are. Like it just seems added necessary. You probably could have just called it all blood. Like, just eat as much and you just get blood to rank up all your other shit. And in all reality, like, all the builds were the same. Like, none were infinitely better than the rest. Bone, electric, shadow. Bone was like, you're built out of bone, so you have more crushing power. You can destroy boats easier, more damage resistance. Electricity sounds exactly how it is. The shark has superpowers and he's electric. And it stuns your enemies. And then shadow is like your quicker, stronger bioforce, and you could poison. Not really like a whole lot. That's why I gave it an 8. But like, despite those negatives, this game is still super fun. It's just super easy. I think my tally is I died twice total in the whole game. Still insanely fun, though. Let me just say that. It's still insanely fun. Incredibly fun. Next is the big one, because we know this game's the next Last of Us. Story and characters. And I'm giving it a 4 out of 10. I think I could have made this lower. In fact, I am going to put it lower. I'm giving it a 3. You know what? I'm giving it a 2. It's not really like... That's not bad. I'm still keeping my overall score at the end the same. So I didn't think that's right for my previous games. I mean, this is ultimately about a game of you playing as a shark. I mean, I wouldn't expect the best story, but it still has one, and I feel like it's fair to rate it. So I kind of got to talk about it, right? Yeah, let me scroll down here. You start off as a mommy bull shark, and this is the story. My bad. You start off as a mommy bull shark, and you start eating people. All right. Then you get captured by a guy named Scaly Pete. That sounds like a run-of-the-mill white fisherman, and that's important because he kind of has that accent. And then you find out the shark you were playing as is pregnant by you, or not by you. The character is in the mommy shark's stomach. And then said capture, Scaly Pete, cuts the mom open, cuts you out, and then marks you and throws you back in the water, so he knows who to kill in the future, because it's yeah. Yeah. So basically, now you're a baby and you're trying to get revenge for your dead ass mom. It's a revenge story. You then literally wreak havoc across the whole entire island, the oceans, kill everything, starting off with baby turtles, catfish, all the way to killer whales, great whites, and fucking sperm whales. You follow Scaly Pete's little adventure via documentary, little TV thing. And then, spoiler alert, yeah, you fucking, I guess you basically kill him. Or you kill his son that was with him, and then you kill him. He blows up a boat with you on top of the boat. I totally just rushed through that story, but that is literally the story. First the son dies. Now Scaly Pete wants revenge because he's all, PTSD'd up. And then you jump on the boat, and I like this little detail. When you're about to eat Scaly Pete in the cutscene, and he's about to blow it up, the shark doesn't give a fuck. He still tries to eat Scaly Pete because, like, he's going to fucking know what explosives are. At least that's how I took it. He's like, fuck it, I'm still going to eat you. Like, fuck it, blow up the boat. I don't give a fuck. I thought that was cool. I guess, so that's the story. But I guess the best part and the worst part about this game is the narrator. He sometimes gives, like, cool little fucking tidbits that are funny, and sometimes he gives them that are, like, really bad. The funniest one, like, not the funniest one, but, like, an example. And the narrator will be like, bull shark hunting was banned in the year 2000, but shark hunters got around it by not caring. Like, that's kind of funny. Like, it's funny. Sometimes he says some stupid shit, and he's always talking. It's kind of annoying, but at the same time, he has those funny tidbits, so it kind of makes up for it. So the story and characters gets a 2 out of 10. I just lowered the score of that section, but not the overall at the ending. It's passable. The story is just there. It's there so you could have a blast. Soundtrack gets a 6 out of 10. So there are some special soundtracks in this game. Shadow, Bone, and Electricity. Like each one of those, I should have said this in gameplay. Shadow, Bone, and Electricity each have like a special ability. Like you press T on keyboard to activate them. And like basically like Bone could like you ram or like you spin and it does ramming damage. Shadow, like you poison, and fucking Electricity, you make everything go of electric, I guess. It's like lightning, but whatever. And when you use the special abilities, there's like some BFG division status of like like it's like cool. That's like the only difference in the music though. The rest of the music is passable. It's kind of like oceanic, like Pacifico music. I don't know if it's not Pacific Ocean music. I said Pacifico like an idiot. I don't know if that's actually a thing. The one song I could particularly remember is the grotto music. The grotto, I should have said this in gameplay too. The grotto is like a little safe place, and a save room where you can go upgrade your shark and all that bullshit. And it kind of has like a Resident Evil vibe. You go in there, it's peaceful. Nothing can really touch you, even though I had enemies coming. They're trying to kill me, and I just fucking hate them. But I can remember that song vaguely. It's getting a 6 out of 10 because of the cool soundtrack and the grotto music. And it fits. If it barely fits, that's a 5. Like, that's a minimum of 5. But that extra music bumps it up to a 6. Audio. This game's audio is fantastic for what it's trying to achieve. The screaming and the chomping, all those effects are so over the top. It's great, man. It's absolutely addicting. I can't help but listen to it over and over. When I'm eating a scuba diver that has been chasing my shit for the past like 30 seconds, and when I like chomp on his ass, it feels so fucking good. It feels so fucking good. And he's like, like, it's really good. It's super. And hearing, like, it's so good. And like when you eat the enemies, they're just screaming. And it gives me a chub. It's great. It's chomping everything. You eat a turtle, and you like there's like a visual effect and a sound cue where he goes like just fucking kills the turtle, bro. It's fantastic. It's so over the top. I fucking love it. Just play the game and you'll know what I mean. Audio gets an 8 out of 10, and visuals is getting an 8 out of 10 too. Similar to audio, like it just fits the game. Like it's cartoonish with blood effects everywhere. Blood in the water. You chomping on people. They're getting like torn in half, and you finish them off in the air. Like it goes like fucking. It's great. The cutscenes are pretty bad, but so the character detail is not that great. But like everything else is great. And also like when you go into the like deep ocean where the sperm whales and killer whales are, that shit's deep and dark. But it's just great. It's just so graphic. I love it. I loved everything about the graphical blood in this game. Atmosphere and settings gets a 6 out of 10. Honestly, the setting is fine. It makes sense. Bull shark killing shit, freshwater shit. The atmosphere is good too, but it isn't outstanding. It isn't trying to immerse you. It's trying to let you have fun. So I'm not like knocking it too hard. I never felt truly immersed, but I felt like I was having a blast. And the setting fits it. What the atmosphere fits it. It's fine. I will give an extra point too, because just like I said on the visuals, the deep ocean shit was really fucking terrifying. Like, my thalassophobia hit, even though I'm this big unstoppable shark. It fucking hit me. It's like super deep and dark. Oh my god, dude. And then you hear like the sounds. It goes. It's like whales. Originality and importance gets an 8 out of 10. I can think of very few games that are like this game. The only one I can think of off the top of my head is Jaws Unleashed and Deadly Creatures for the Wii. That's it. That's about it. I know Tripwire is considered they're doing DLC, and I know they're for sure doing DLC because I perfected this game, but they already added the achievements for the DLC on Steam, which is incredibly annoying. Don't add the achievements early, motherfuckers, because I want to have a perfection on it. Like, Jesus nuts. But I really do hope they expand on this in the future, because, like, you could literally call anything Maneater, right? Like, you play as a T-Rex and you eat people. Maneater. Saltwater crocodile, Maneater. Sperm whale, Maneater. Killer whale, Maneater. Anaconda, Maneater. Like, you could literally do a game for so much. Elephant, Maneater. Like, holy shit, bro. The possibilities are endless, right? And I really hope they expand on this game. I really do. I honestly wish they wouldn't do DLC and just make a new animal, like a new game, Maneater 2, and do like a lion or whatever the fuck. Like, honestly. Personal enjoyment / fun. After all the props I just gave it, gets an 8 out of 10. I had a blast playing this game. The few bugs and crashes did kind of ruin the certain bits, but man, I had to keep playing. And then finally there's value, right? So value, I'm giving a 6 out of 10. This game wasn't full priced at launch, which is good because it shouldn't be. It should not be. But I did absolutely everything in 9 hours. So, everything. Yes, it is what it is. Value is a 6 out of 10. Like, there's really nothing else I can say about that. So total, I think this came out to like a high 60 or like a mid 60s, high 60s. So I'm gonna give, I think a 7 out of 10 is like really good for it, for what it is. Just like, obviously I wouldn't know how to I don't know how to make this game more in depth, and maybe I'm so conflicted because I feel like it was the perfect length. If it would have gone longer, I would have hated myself. I would have gave this game like a 0. But like 10 hours is right, but that's mainly because like the upgrades were, minus, like just a little bit, only a few upgrades. Too much materials, like for how little upgrades there are. The missions were super generic. The story missions were only like 5 story missions in one in each area. And it's just like, the bosses were super easy. I don't know how they would do it. I guess they would need to make like more combos in the vein of like Devil May Cry or some shit. Like just more combos, more upgrades, more unique upgrades. I really wouldn't know. Like, harder bosses, harder humans. Maybe something like Predator Hunting Grounds, or not Hunting Grounds, Predator Concrete Jungle. If any of you played that game, but even then that game was short too, from what I remember. Maybe something, like just something to make it longer. Make the game, like the gameplay stretch out farther, or not farther, make it more how do you say unique and farther? Like make the progression more unique and stretch it out, right? You already have electricity for a shark, bro. Like, you could definitely do some more shit, for sure. And also make a way better story. And also, like, maybe even more unique bosses. Like, you only go up to a sperm whale. I'm surprised I didn't see no giant squid or, like, the small fat, like the Humboldt squids, right? No giant octopus, kraken, no like maybe even do some dinosaurs. You already got like fucking a mega shark with electricity, fucking a mosasaurus, a megalodon. Like I know you're technically the mega, but because like I said, this game was only like I think $30, 30 or 40. I didn't buy it. My brother bought it for me because I'm Cameron. Yeah, just more animals. Yeah, I don't fucking know. But that's it. Yeah, I think this game gets a solid 70% or a 7 out of 10 or a 3.5 out of 5 or a 3.5 stars out of 5 stars. However you want to fucking think of it, man. Like, because at the end of the day, I'm not the one who should be rating games for you. You should play them. That doesn't really work out because we don't have the money to play them. So yeah, I should review games, and whenever the game goes to be like $2, then play it. If this sounds interesting, I guess. If you didn't want to give it a try, fuck, I don't know, bro. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. Fuck my opinion, bro. Fuck your opinion too.